What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. So as you all know, I posted a video not that long ago saying that I got some new AEW figures, and I had 4 of them, and I bought 3 before, and you notice that there is a spot missing right there. So the reason why there is an empty spot right there is because I sold the Cody. Actually, the Cody was right there where the Kenny is. I actually sold that Cody to my friend Gio, and he actually came over earlier today, and I was going to sell him a Kenny, and he decided that he didn't want the Kenny, which is fine for me because, gives me a good excuse to keep one mock and then keep one to play with and pose around with, and it's actually a pretty good deal too. So anyway, guys, I mainly wanted to make this video because I really want to open an AEW figure, which is also why I got duplicates. So I figured if I'm going to open one AEW figure, might as well start with the first AEW action figure, that being Cody. So without any further ado, let's get right to the station. Alright guys, so I'm back at the, I've completely forgot what I was going to say. I kind of blacked out there for a sec, but here we are back at the wrestling figure warehouse, or I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm just making it up off the top of my head. I'm not even sure. Wrestling Figure Workshop. I don't know where I got Wrestling Figure Warehouse from. It isn't even close to a warehouse, but there you see, I got the Cody right here looking awesome, and yeah, it's gonna pain me to open this, but it's a good thing I got duplicates of this figure. So yeah, take one last look at this figure. You see the stuff on the top, on the sides, and then on the back. Really don't want to damage this, but it's already dented, so it's already damaged. So with that being said, let's open this figure right up. So I'm going to try backing the camera up and try and get the best angle possible, because I've never opened one of these figures. I've held them in hand once. My friend brought over his Kenny Omega. I got to hold that one in hand, and it actually felt pretty good. Kind of tight, though, but I'm going to get into that. So I'm trying to figure out where to open it. I guess there's nothing on this side, so you got to open it up here. But, I don't know. I thought I saw people opening it down here, so I don't know, I've never opened one of these AEW figures, so odds are I'm going to struggle a lot. So it seems like they put tape right here. I'm actually going to try seeing if I could pluck that away, but I'm going to do it off camera. So when I come back, part of it's going to be broken off, probably just the tape. Alright, so I was able to get the tape off of the top part here. I don't know if it's going to do anything, probably not. Okay, it did, but the only thing it did is just take off this part. So you can see it's kind of dusty too, but no, it's nothing that big, so I'm guessing that's what this part does, is just take this off, but doesn't really do much. So there's got more tape down here, which I'm going to try and pluck off, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it. I just run my nail across like this, and I broke the tape as I said it, so I'm going to do it from the bottom up, trying to see if I can get it. But basically what you want to do is you want to try and take it and then kind of like, not really rip it, but more of like go super slow, because you don't want to damage the box like that. But part of it broke off, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna try as hard as I can to salvage the box, because this is a pretty cool figure. All right, let's see if I can get the rest of it off. The tape on here is just so damn hard. I didn't even realize if this got on camera or not, but alright, there that goes. Now let's see if we can get into the figure now. Probably not. I want to say no. I don't know if we can't get into the figure now. At least get to part of it. Kind of like the WWE figures, how they have the... Oh my god, why is this so deep? It's like the WWE figures, how they have like these little things here. Ah, man, I'm just breaking the packaging. I think I got to get the one down here. Or is there even one down here? Yeah, there is. Alright, I'm gonna remove all the tape off camera, even the one down here. When I come back, there'll be no more tape, because I know you guys don't want to watch this. You came here to see a review, and that's what you're gonna get. Okay, just an update. After about 5 minutes of struggling, I was able to at least get part of it open. If this is what I gotta struggle with when I actually get more AEW figures, then this is gonna be hell. But the bottom part did kind of pop out there, so I'm gonna try everything I can to get this Cody open. Oh my god, did I miss a piece of tape or something? Because I hear, like, tape ripping. I don't think I missed a piece of tape. I hope I didn't. but I think I might have. Alright, so this whole front part is completely off, and here is the Cody, basically protective shielding. You can't touch it at all. So in other words, you actually have to break this beautiful packaging open in order to get this figure out. So there's no real way to do it. You actually gotta bust them out. So there's actually like a little opening right here. So what I'm actually gonna do is just kind of stick my finger in here and try and see if I can get him out. Trying to break Cody out of prison here, but I'm gonna do everything in my power not to damage this because I really want to salvage it. So here we go. I'm breaking it, but oh well. Crap, already busted part of it, so. Alright, here we go. Oh man, wow. Alright, so here's the packaging that I'm gonna try and salvage. Oh man, alright, so, oh my god, I just touched the AEW figure. Okay, hang on, I just need a minute to process this. Just give me a sec. Okay, I just needed like a quick second to process the fact that I just opened an AEW figure, but yeah, this is pretty cool, so I'm at a loss for words right now. So let's just get right to the accessories. First off, Cody does come with the sledgehammer that I just got out now. So here it is. It actually kind of reminds me a lot of like the old, there you go. It reminds me a lot of like the old Jax hammers that Jax used to do back then. It kind of looks like it a little bit. I don't know. It looks like a tad bit bigger than the WWE ones. Let me go grab a WWE one so that way I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So I was able to find a WWE one, and let's take the AEW one. And, you know, just comparing them, the WWE one's more like taller, but this one has like a bigger head, giggity. So I don't know, it's a lot shorter, but this is a lot like thicker. Like, I don't know how to say it without it sounding wrong, but basically the sledgehammer on the AEW one is a little bit bigger. And this one just a little bit more skinnier. But I think they both work out pretty good. So I'm going to try putting this in his hand afterwards. So now let's get out the American Nightmare himself, which is coming out. I just noticed he has like a black smudge there that I don't know if that's going to come out well on camera, but he's got a black smudge. But alright, the American Nightmare is free. Now first things first, let me show you guys this black smudge right here. If you guys can see right there, he's got a little smudge right there, which is coming right off. That's what you like to see. Alright, so one thing he also has is this protective thing right here that I'm just going to take off. Or maybe I think you got to pop the torso off of this, but I don't know. So there's that, and I just realized part of it's blurry, so there you go. So once I figure out everything else, I'm going to review Cody. But I'm going to try repackaging the figure and trying to see if I can salvage it or not. Alright guys, I got some good news and I got some bad news. So I'm going to start off with the bad news. So the bad news is the packaging is kind of a little bit damaged. I can't really get it on camera, but you see part of it's ripped. But the good news is, for the most part, it is pretty salvageable, if I would say so. So this is going with the rest of the WWE stuff down here. But you all came up here to see the American Nightmare, so yeah, I don't know why this is kind of loose. I don't know why. It's like the Ultimate Editions where they're loose up top, so I don't know how the hell to get this protective thing off. I think you gotta... I don't know how you're supposed to do this, but... Oh, okay, I guess I just took off the weight belt, and I'll just try seeing if I could slide this off. Okay, I've already had enough of that. Let's just cut it. Let's just straight up cut it. Okay, there you go. That's off of Cody. Okay. So, I dropped something. I don't know where it went, but I'll look for that in a sec. So, here he is. The figure himself, the American Nightmare, Cody. Now, oh my god, this is so unreal right now. Like, I'm going to move the camera just a little bit. Man, this is so unreal right now. I can't believe I'm actually holding an AEW figure. I remember when these first came out, and when was it? I think they said that these were supposed to hit stores in August 3rd actually, and I remember I woke up really early, and I remember hearing all the rumors about, oh, the figures aren't going to be there, but in my head, I was in denial. I'm like, no, they're going to be there. So I showed up, and then they weren't there, and I wound up checking BrickSeek all these times, and I finally found the AEW figures, but I didn't go because I had family stuff to do. So then by the time I checked BrickSeek again, it said it was sold out. And then finally, for a second time, I checked BrickSeek like a month or maybe 2 weeks later, and they had the AEW figures, so I went to my nearest Walmart, and sure enough, they had Cody and the Young Bucks, so I got those, and I actually went back to Walmart this past Wednesday, and, because I heard that they were in stock, so I wanted to see, and they were in stock, but it was only just Cody and Kenny. And they had two Codys, and I'm not making this up, they had 5 Kenny Omegas. Like, I know, I'm finding that hard to believe too, but yeah, this is a pretty good figure. So, let's start off with Cody's accessories first. So, I already covered the hammer right here, not this one, but the sledgehammer right here, the symbolic sledgehammer that he used for his entrance at Double or Nothing when he, not slam, but he, like, smashed Triple H's throne, which I haven't seen anybody, do that yet with this, but now I remember when they showed this off at like New York Toy Fair, and I can't get this other hand. Okay, I got it. So I know people have done it better, but okay, well, all right then. So I'm not gonna be able to get that. And his other accessory is this weight belt that says Attitude Killer. It's actually a lot smaller in person. Like, I didn't even realize that it wasn't focusing all the way. So why it's not focusing? Focus. There you go. So right here it says Attitude Killer. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a shot at WWE or if it's something else, but yeah, it says Attitude Killer with his American Nightmare logo. He does have this actually tattooed on his neck, but they didn't put that on there because it wasn't. He didn't have it for the event. He had it for his match with MJF at Revolution. I think it was. Yeah, it was Revolution. Because I remember when he had that, I thought it looked so cool, and I thought it was actually face paint, like someone painted it on, and then I found out it was a tattoo, and it's like, yeah, for that event, it looked good, and then everybody started ripping on it. But yeah, so that pretty much covers his accessories. All that's it, if you count the interchangeable hands, but he doesn't have any. So yeah, just a sledgehammer and the weight belt. So looking at the figure itself, it's actually pretty good. I'm going to try and focus. The only thing is, like, I don't know, I'm going to hold the torso, but, like, I try and move the arm a little bit, and it's kind of, like, moving, and it's not doing much. It's not doing much for this hand. But another thing also is, look at this. Like, look. I don't know how well it's going to come on camera, but look. All I'm doing is moving the arm, and the whole, like, top part of the torso is spinning, which, I'm not sure. Maybe I should have left this mock, but I wanted a Cody to play with and a Cody to keep mock. So this is the one. Look at the trade, I guess. So one of the cool things about these AEW figures is actually that the heads. Oh Lord! Oh crap! I broke it. Hang on. Sorry guys, I didn't realize that the heads are gonna be so hard to take off. But yeah, I was able to take off the head, and I said I broke it, but no, I didn't break it. So this actually reminds me a lot of like the old school like TNA line with the, I don't know if it was like Marvel or Toy Biz that made them, but the way they had them was they had like this exact same style of neck on a, I think it's a ball joint, but I'm not sure. So, you can modify this if you want to like do figure customizing, which I haven't seen anybody do yet. So yeah, if you want to switch these AEW heads, they are kind of hard the first time. Gonna try the next time, okay? So the first time they're kind of hard because they're new, so it's gonna be a little bit tricky. So this is actually pretty cool. So I've seen all these reviews online about them, and these are actually pretty good. So for the top part, it's hard, but for the bottom part, it's kind of made of like this squishy material. It's not like, it's kind of soft, but at like the same time, it's not like super duper soft, and it's also not super duper hard. So basically why they did this is that way Cody can like arch forward all this way, and then arch back all this way. Basically, it's not, I don't know how to say it, but it's something that not every human should do, but, it's good. So, Cody does have his dream tattoo. I forgot to point that out. He did have this tattoo for Double or Nothing, and this is based off the match at Double or Nothing when he fought Dustin, And just looking at this, I love this attire. I'm a huge sucker. Well, I don't know why it's coming off black on here, but this is like a dark blue and gold, and this is actually this is actually molded in gold. If you were to acetone, if you were to put acetone over here, it's gonna remove all the blue on there. It's all molded in gold, and from what I hear, these AEW figures are pretty good at customizing. So another thing also is that this figure does have the interchangeable hands right here. These are very different to WWE's hands. If I can, like, I got these Seth Rollins hands, and if you compare the difference between the two, you can see the pegs. But I'm kind of curious if these hands would fit, and they kind of do, but it just like doesn't look right. Like, what the hell is that? All right, well, I just lost my Seth Rollins hand. Okay, I found it. So I'll put that back, put this hand back on. I'm going to try the other hand and see if that works. Okay, so the thing is about some of these figures sometimes is that some of the joints are going to be harder to take off because they're super, like, they're new. And another thing also I forgot to mention is that these arms are... Oh my god, that was hard to move. Are on ratchet joints right here, so they're not ever going to get loose on you, which is actually pretty good. And the best thing about this is that these are the double arm articulation right here, so I'm going to bend the arm right here. There you see, got the double arm articulation. That looks incredible. Now, it is kind of hard to move, but I'm pretty sure after a while you'll get the hang of it. And another thing also is that these are on ball joints too, so you can actually like take them off. Like, there's another figure. There's a lot of WWE figures that have ball joints, but I'm trying to move this arm back. It's kind of stiff, but for the most part, it's good. Now, another thing I really want to do with this right now is pop off this bottom half of the torso, because for those of you who don't know, these torsos, they do come off. Okay, that was a lot easier. So there's the little peg down here. This is the hole where the torso can go on. I don't know why they decided to do this, but you know, it actually works well for like a setup if you want to have like a horror movie thing and someone has like Cody's legs and then he's just down on the ground with like his hands on his head, just like, oh crap, what happened? Why is the bottom part of me missing? Like this pretty much. I don't know. I'm trying to make some fun out of this. But yeah, I'm gonna pop this back on. There you go. So everything else on this figure works pretty good. It's like a Mattel figure pretty much. So. Almost like the same exact articulation. Everything from the crotch down is basically like a Mattel figure, but everything from the crotch, or yeah, from the bottom torso up is like a, it probably sounds like an Ultimate Edition. Unfortunately, I don't have an Ultimate Edition because I customized my Ultimate Edition Shinsuke Nakamura, and I basically don't have the torso. Actually, I got the torso right here. I put it on my old Nakamura, but you know, you see right here how this goes like this. This has the exact same thing, and the other thing also is, like, this is, like, super loose, and then this is just, like really super loose. Like, look, see? See, super loose. But that's the only bad thing I gotta say is that it's super loose, but I remember when they showed this off at New York Toy Fair, I, like, wasn't a fan of it, but after a while I started to grow on this Cody. So... yeah, for the most part, I'd say this is a pretty good figure. I also forgot he has toe articulation, so if you want to have like a storyline of Cody breaking his foot, well, here you go. But yeah, he does have these cool designs, the double knee articulation, which looks cool. I gotta say, he does have the kick pads here, which look incredible. That say CR on them with blue going down. Got the same articulation as the Mattel figures. Got some toe articulation, and you know, the head can look up all the way and then down all the way too, like that. So you're not just limited. So yeah, all in all, this is probably well, it's not probably, it is a great figure. I would recommend it. Hopefully, I think mine just look at the draw where it's just super loose from like the waist up. But other than that, I'd say this is a pretty solid figure. I like this figure. It looks great. I'm going to try seeing if I can put the weight belt back on. Hopefully I don't break it. So, did I have it the right way? I think I have it the right way. Yeah, I do. So, I'm trying to see if I can get this weight belt back on, and... okay, I guess I did. So, I got the weight belt back on. Well, I say that as it falls down. So, I guess another trick with this, for those of you who are having trouble with this, is actually apply this, like say, basically put this on... like this, and then pop the torso off like so. Then take this, flip that bitch around, and pop it on like this pretty much. It will go over, trust me. Then when you got it like this, take it, pop that back on, pull it back up, and boom, there you go. I say as it broke again, what the hell? Alright, I'm gonna have to look at that afterwards, so other than that, I'd probably say that this is a solid, I'd say like 8 out of 10. Only because, like, I know people have had issues with skin tones being off. And mine's isn't really off. And also, another reason why it's low, well, not low, but why it's not a 10 is because, for mine, this arm is, like, really hard to move. Like, I've already moved it twice, and it almost seems like the arm is gonna, like, it seems like the arm is gonna come off. But, like, the joint in here is fine. It just seems like the arm is just going to pull right off. But yeah, other than that, this is a solid figure. I would highly recommend this. I'd recommend getting the AEW figures now while you still got the chance, because this is their first wave. So imagine how rare this is going to get in 10 years. Remember WWE's first wave? Exactly. That's how. It got so rare that they just, like, it's hard to find now. You're lucky if you can even find them online. But other than that, this is a solid figure. I just realized I went 20 minutes into this video, so yeah, so thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for watching. Before I leave, I want to get into a figure comparison with Cody and the current NXT champion Finn Balor. So, as you see with the WWE figures and the AEW figures, I'd say that this ranks up pretty good. They're pretty in scale. I don't know if I think Cody's taller than Balor in real life, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know why my camera's not focusing all the way. So, it's basically like the same articulation from the waist down. You know, you got the crotch area right there. You got the double, you got the thigh swivel. You got the double jointed knees. You can't really see with Finn. And then you got the kick pad movement, or whatever you want to call it. The only thing that's different is the torsos and the arms, because the arms on the elites aren't a double jointed, but they both have interchangeable hands, and the only difference is like torsos, like this one just has like the simple ab crunch, and this one does, but this is made of like a softer material. So other than that, I thank you guys for watching, and I don't know why, but I'm just gonna give them the WWE title just because, like, it looks, actually, that looks pretty nice. Wow. Alright, well, whatever. So thank you guys for watching. Drop a like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know if you have the AEW figures. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much, and goodbye.